Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gridiron Network and our first official mock draft Monday. It's mock draft 3.0 from us, but our first mock draft Monday. So we're going to kick things off. We're going to get right into it here. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders, not the Oakland Raiders, Harry. We've got the Las
No,
Vegas
not
Raiders
anymore.
first on the board here, and it's no secret at this point. We're getting so close to the draft. Everybody knows what the Raiders are doing. There's not even a discussion. They're taking Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah, man, I feel like that's just the easiest pick to make this draft by far. It won't change at all. And now you go into number two here, man. A lot of things can happen here. But if you saw our last video, we said the three biggest needs for the AFC teams and the NFC teams. And for the AFC teams, I got the Jets here. Edge was one of mine, and I still think I'm going to go that route. I like edge and I like linebacker a lot. I had for them as well. And I've been hearing a lot of talk about David Bailey. People really like him, but I'm gonna go with Arvell Reese here, man. I think that I think that Arvell Reese just fits what they need a little bit better and a little bit of more of a premier position.
Yeah, I agreed. I think Arvel Reese is the choice there, unless you go with a guy like Ruben Bain. Like you said, you could go David Bailey. I think it's really between Arvel Reese and Ruben Bain if I were the Jets, but we know the Jets always make the wrong choice. So whoever it is, it's going
Yeah,
to be wrong.
yeah.
Next up, we get to the Cardinals. Pick number 3. Biggest need, in my opinion, is quarterback. You're not taking a quarterback in this draft at number 3. That's a second, third, fourth round pick at this point because Mendoza's off the board. Now, we always have Francis Mauigoa going here to the Cardinals, and I feel like changing it up a little bit. I feel like being different so that way we're not doing the same thing every single time. And they need linebacker help, man. And why not go get the far and away best linebacker in the class in Sonny Styles? We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna be different here.
No, I mean that's fantastic. They need all that help on defense, and Sonny Styles at three, perfect fit for that defense. Now we go to four here. We have the Titans. Personally, I think they need to be looking maybe linebacker, defensive end. You got a running back, and man, there's one guy here.
Is he going?
Jeremiah Love. Jeremiah Love. So I think four is very early for a running back, but this is a huge need for this team, and Jeremiah Love is arguably the best player in this draft, in a draft class that a lot of people think is not that talented. So I think the Titans take best player available, and they fill a massive need with Jeremiah Love.
There we go. You've heard all the talks of him going as early as number 4. We've got him going number 4. Could go anywhere between 4 and 9 really for Jeremiah Love.
Yeah.
And now the Giants, they probably wanted Sonny Styles. I would say they could go Caleb Downs, but all that injury talk with his knee, I don't think you take him top 5 at this point. There's just a lot of area that you can go here. Realistically, I think there's a possibility that we see them trade out of this spot. Don't have trades here today, so let's see what are they going to go here. You know what? We're going to go get somebody next to Malik Neighbors. We're going to take Carnell Tate here, wide receiver from Ohio State, best receiver in the class. Sucks for the Browns, but
Yeah,
the Giants are now
that
getting
does suck.
Carnell Tate.
Yeah, so that really, really does suck for the Browns because if Carnell Tate was there, that's where I was gonna go. So, but if you look here, you have a big need at tackle, and somehow Francis Mauigoa is still here at 6 when a lot of people got him going as early as 3. So I think, unfortunately, they miss out on Carnell Tate, but they run in their ticket to boost up their offensive line, and they get Francis Mauigoa.
All right, and again, they've got what's the other pick they have here? Pick 24, so they could still address
Yeah.
receiver talent if they really want to in the first round. We get to the Commanders, who they would have loved Jeremiah Love to fall. They could possibly be looking at Caleb Downs here, but again, I think it's just too early with the injury concern. They've lucked in here. I know they got Odafe Owe in free agency. They gave him an absolute bag, but
Yeah.
that's all they have on that defensive line. Go get, in my opinion, maybe the best edge rusher in the class in Ruben Bain Jr.
Yeah. I mean, they would be so happy that he fell there. And then another team that also, I think if David Bailey's still here at 8, they run in that ticket with David Bailey because they desperately need the help on defensive line. And yes, they do need wide receiver help, but I think David Bailey is just too good of a player to pass on here at 8.
Yeah, definitely. So just like that, back-to-back edge rushers and all the top edge rushers are off the board here. We get to the Chiefs, who a couple ways they can go, but they just lost both of their corners. They desperately
Yeah.
need to fill cornerback. And Mansour Delane, he is the consensus number one guy. The only other guy who we would debate at this point is Jermod McCoy, who's coming off an injury. So I'm going Mansour Delane here. Let the Chiefs grab the best corner. We know they don't pay their guys, so they're going to just keep drafting them.
Oh yeah, and this is where the Bengals are have the biggest smile on their face because they are running down that card with Caleb Downs' name on it because he fell all the way to 10. They obviously need the help on defense, and with him being one of the best players in the draft, I'm sure Bengals fans would be very happy with this pick.
100% might be the quickest turnaround from a pick to be submitted ever.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, seriously.
and now
What
we
are you
get to the
doing here, man?
Dolphins.
This one's interesting now.
Yes, a lot of ways we can go. Now, in my opinion, I think they're going receiver here. Now, I think that Jordan Tyson is going to be a better receiver than Micaiah Lemon. But I think when you look at the team that they have, they're gonna go Micaiah Lemon here because they have absolutely nobody to throw to. They don't have the best offensive line. They're gonna be getting the ball out quick with Malik Willis. Get your slot guy. Throw the ball to Micaiah Lemon. I think it's the right choice for the Dolphins.
Yeah, no, they desperately need to go wide receiver with that pick, and it'll be close, man. Because I really do want to see where Tyson does go in this draft. But now I'm here, pick 12 with the Cowboys. Unfortunately, man, I feel like a lot of stuff really just did not fall their way completely. And if I'm looking here, I'm taking a shot. We were just talking DB. Jermon McCoy, if you look at his 2024 tape, that is, his tape was absolutely insane. He didn't play last year due to injury, but man, I really do think there can be a debate still for who the 1A cornerback is in this draft class. And I think Dallas with pick 12 drafts Jermon McCoy to help a huge need in that defense.
Great pick, great pick. And now we get to whose jersey I have on today, the Rams here. Um, Again, we talked about it in the latest podcast episode that the Rams are the one team where they don't have any desperate needs, in my opinion. And they're in a position to grab, best player available situation. And could we see a Kenyon Sadiq here to the Rams? I think it's possible. It's not what I'm gonna do, but I feel like I haven't heard anybody talking about it, and I feel like it's a real possibility for that team. Could you imagine Kenyon Sadiq in that Rams offense? I mean,
Dude, that'd be
already
so much fun.
already probably the best offense in the league. Just
Yeah.
imagine with Kenyon Sadiq there. But I think they're gonna go tackle here. They're gonna grab Spencer Fano from Utah, play it safe, grab a tackle. I think it's the right pick. If not, like I said, maybe they do pick Kenyon Sadiq, throw everybody off a little bit. But we're gonna go Spencer Fano here.
Now you look at the Ravens. I think this is where arguably the best wide receiver of this draft class goes, Jordan Tyson. They desperately need the help. Personally, I've been seeing a lot of debate on Twitter. Personally, I don't believe Zay Flowers is a wide receiver one. I don't know how you feel about that, but personally, I
Great
don't think
slot
he
guy.
is.
Great
And
slot
I
guy.
think Jordan Tyson can come in and possibly fill that role for that team.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Like I said, I think Tyson's better than Lemon. I think Carnell Tate is number one, but I think Tyson's better than Lemon. But for the situations, I think Lemon made sense earlier. But Tyson to the Ravens would be a dream scenario for Lamar Jackson in that offense. Works perfect. Let Zay Flowers really flourish in the slot, and it will take a lot of attention off of him as well. So I think he might be better byproduct of getting Jordan Tyson here at pick 14. Then we get on to the Buccaneers. It just feels like, again, a couple ways they can go. They do really need corner help. They lost Jamel Dean, Benjamin Morrison. I'm still high on him, Notre Dame guy, but he didn't look that great last year. So they might grab corner here, but I don't think they go and reach on Avion Terrell, or anyone at this point at pick 15. I know you just re-signed K. Dotton, but I think they go and grab Kenyon Sadiq here.
Dude, that fit would be perfect in that offense too.
100%.
So now we look at the Jets. Man, I feel like, what would I do if I'm the Jets here? I think you desperately need to address your wide receiver position. You just have no help other than Garrett Wilson. You can possibly look maybe the Keem Mesidor route, but I think they want more of a wide receiver too, and I think they go with Omar Cooper Jr. from, come on, IU. I mean, I think that's just a great fit in that offense. They desperately need more weapons for QB1 Geno Smith.
QB1 Geno Smith, baby. Omar Cooper,
Come
hey,
on.
defending national champ right there. Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick. Could see guys like Denzel Boston going there, Casey Conception. After the top three, it's really pick and choose on the wide receivers that you want. Everyone has them in a different
Yeah.
order. We get to the Lions. Now, at one point, I had the Lions taking Zion Young from Mizzou, reaching on him here. I could definitely see them going edge rusher because they do need an edge rusher. But I think because of the Taylor Decker news, releasing Taylor Decker, or he asked for his release, I don't know if it was mutual or the whole situation, but he's not there anymore. And because of that, I think they go and grab Monroe Freeling, tackle from Georgia here. Get that guy opposite of Penei Sewell.
They would be so happy if he got to them at 17 as well. But now another team would be very happy of a player. So
You sure it's
you
not
see
Jadarian
here,
Price?
dude, why'd you beat me to it? I was just about to say, I'm going Jadarian Price. No, I'm just kidding. But Harrison Smith, he's finally not going to be playing for the Vikings this year. And his replacement, it's another white guy, safety, right in the draft. Dylan, oh man.
Thieneman.
Thieneman. Dylan Thieneman to the Minnesota Vikings. Just, I mean, fits a need perfectly that they need.
Yeah, and then we get to the Panthers here, who, again, couple ways they can go here. I could definitely see them grabbing a D lineman. They do need a center here. I don't think any of the centers are worth grabbing at pick 19. I think there's a couple good ones in the draft that you can grab at rounds 2 and 3. Not worth it here at this point in the draft. But I do think that they're going to go and grab a wide receiver here. Who's it going to be, though? But I'm personally, it's between Denzel Boston, Casey Conception here. I'm going to go and grab Denzel Boston. I liked what I saw from him last year. He was doing it against big teams. He's not going to, burn you with his speed, but he's constantly open, great at the point of contact. I think it's a big pick. And Xavier Legette, it just hasn't worked out. Unfortunately,
No.
I was high on him when he got drafted, and it just hasn't worked out. So I think it's time to move on from that experiment, or at the very, very least, make him earn his way to a wide receiver 4 spot.
Once he said he was eating like raccoon, I knew he was cooked. But, all right, now we're up. Yeah. Pick 20 here. Cowboys again, I believe. I think I had their first pick as well.
Yeah. Jermon
That's when
McCoy
we took, Jermon McCoy. And now we're going to look here. I think all these picks need to be defensive help. And if you look, I think they address their defensive line here more than their linebacker position. And if you want a player that can give you immediate help, Akeem Mesidor is that player. And I think that just fits a very big need for that defense. And he'll just come in from day one and just start contributing.
Yep, agreed. Another guy they could have targeted there, CJ Allen. I think both would be great picks, though. Whatever it has to be on the defensive side of the football. Now, we get into the Steelers here at pick 21, and this is where the QB talk starts coming back around, right? Are they going to grab Ty Simpson? No. Spoiler alert, they're not going to grab Ty Simpson here, in my opinion, at least. I don't think it's worth it. I think they're going to get Rodgers back, and if not, give Will Howard a chance, man. I'm a big Will Howard guy. I think he's, after a year being behind Rodgers, maybe it'll be 2 after this year. You got to at least give him a shot before you move on to the next guy. I think Steelers, they need offensive line help. Go and grab, here we go. Oilava Vega, Ione from Penn State.
Yeah,
grab the best guard in the class.
Man, that was a fantastic pick. You kind of just sniped me a little bit. Let me see. Let me see what I like now. If I'm the Chargers here, what do I do? They've been really addressing their offensive line, and I think Penn State guy would have been the perfect pick to go to here, but he is gone now. I don't think they address the wide receiver position. I think maybe this is where we go, where we see the second safety go, and Emmanuel McNeil Warren. I think they just definitely need the defensive help. If Penn State guy would have fell there, that would have been, I bet, their dream pick this round. But I'm sure they are okay with Emmanuel McNeil Warren.
Now, if I'm Howie Roseman, I'm kicking my desk right now that the Chargers took Emmanuel McNeil Warren right before me, because that would have been my pick. But because of
Yeah.
that, couple ways they can go here. They could go with an edge rusher. They could grab Blake Miller, be the Lane Johnson replacement. But I think A.J. Brown is on his way out of here. I think they go and grab Casey Conception, wide receiver from Texas A&M.
Wow, dude. So now if I'm the Browns, you got sniped. You got sniped
Twice.
on the pick. Yeah, you got sniped on Carnell Tate at 5 when you had a pick 6, and now you got sniped on Casey when you had pick 24 and he goes 23. That is just wildly unfortunate for this team. But I mean, if I'm them, if this is happening, I think I'm still looking to just. Oh man,
Could
dude,
be
you
a
screwed
trade
me
out
up there,
spot.
dude. I think this could definitely be a spot. I don't think you address quarterback this early. The wide receivers are just simply not it. Maybe you just try to get. I'm gonna go C.J. Allen.
Best player
I mean, they
available.
got they got dogs all over that defense. Why not add best player available when the board completely did not go how you wanted it to?
And now, normally, I would highly disagree with that pick based on their linebacker room. But I don't know if you guys have heard the news. Jeremiah, I'm just going to call him JOK, Notre Dame guy.
Yeah.
JOK might not be playing football again. And for that reason, grab another linebacker in CJ Allen. I love that pick. And now we
Dude,
get in to
it's
my
your team.
Chicago Bears here. I know I'm wearing a Rams
What's
jersey. I
happening?
promise you I'm a Bears fan.
Yeah.
We get the Chicago Bears here, and couple ways that we can go here. Now, safety at this point, fully off the board. That's a later round problem with McNeil Warren and Thieneman gone at this point. Now you're looking at center, but I think here Bradbury will do for now. Maybe grab a center in rounds 2 or 3. I think we're looking at the D line. We could be looking at Keldrick Falk. We could be looking at Cassius Howell, Caden McDonald, Caleb Banks, Peter Woods, a bunch of those guys. Now, it's the boring pick because we make it every single mock draft, but I think it's the right pick. And I think it's Caden McDonald from Ohio State. We lost Andrew Billings. We need that real big run stuffer, and he's already better than Andrew Billings, in my opinion. So we're getting a big upgrade there. We can address edge rusher with our 2 second-round picks. I think you take the best run stuffing D tackle available, grab another edge rusher, or maybe a pass rushing D tackle. Maybe why can't I think of his name? Our D tackle from Florida. Oh man, I can't think of his name, but maybe he blossoms better with a guy the size of Caden McDonald next to him and is able to penetrate more as a pass rusher. But I like the Caden McDonald pick.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, we've been doing this pick all these mock drafts. It's perfect fit. But now these Buffalo Bills, you are extremely happy because Keldrick Falk is still on this board, and I think they run in that card quick because they need all the defensive line help they can get. And off the edge, Falk will be a perfect fit for them.
And then we get to the 49ers here. Again, they could reach on. Well, I say reach. I feel like a lot of people have him going here. I'm just not high on Cassius Howell. He's got small arms, man. Not high on it. Could go Blake Miller, but I think they are going tackle here. But I think they go with Caden Proctor.
Yeah, dude, he's been falling a lot this draft. I thought he was gonna go. I thought he could go a couple spots higher than this. I was considering him at 24 until I remembered that I got Maui Noah with their first pick. But now on the clock, I got the Texans. I don't think they go. You don't go another running back here. I don't know if any
Yeah,
of
they just
these.
got Montgomery.
Yeah, these centers or guards. I just don't think it's anyone worth drafting on the line here yet. So with that, I'm gonna go defensive line here, and I think I'm gonna go Peter Woods from Clemson.
With Peter Woods, bump up that interior D line. Arguably, the best D line in football is going to just keep getting better. I don't think it's a bad pick. We could see them. You call it a reach. It's not really a huge reach, but Emmanuel Pregnon, guard from Oregon, could see him address that there as well. But I don't hate the Peter Woods pick. And now we get to the Kansas City Chiefs, who, again, in my opinion, one wasn't enough. You need another corner here. You lost both your corners, and you've got your pick here between Colton Hood, Avion Terrell, Brandon Sissy. Just a couple ways that you can go here. I'm going Avion Terrell, brother of AJ Terrell from Clemson. I think they just got to re-beef up that corner room.
Oh man, so if I am the Dolphins here, I believe you picked it was Makai Lemon, right? Yep. So you already went receiver there. You look at this board, I feel like if I'm them, I'm just trying to see what can I do to help out Malik Willis. I don't think you take. You know what? I'm changing my mind. We're gonna get this. I think this only happened the first mock draft we did, where we had a third cornerback in the first round. I'm gonna help address their DB position here, and I'm gonna go with Colton Hood out of Tennessee.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. We get to the Patriots, who it's very possible that come draft day, this pick is no longer theirs if they have A.J. Brown on their team. Very, very possible. A lot of rumors pointing to A.J. Brown to the Patriots. But for now, as the time of recording, they still have this first round pick. And I think they've got to address offensive tackle. That defense, I know they have areas they need to address, but that offensive line was abysmal in the Super Bowl. And you've got, a couple different guys that you can go with here. But I'm going to go ahead and grab Caleb Lamu, the other offensive tackle from Utah. Fantastic offensive line last year for the Utes there. So I think it's the right choice. Could have gone Blake Miller, but I say go Caleb Lamu.
So now to end out this mock draft, we have the Seahawks on the clock here. Now, this you can possibly see. I know we saw Jadarian Price go at 18 on the last mock draft. You can possibly see him sneak in here. But I think they're going to try to address edge here. And as much as you don't like him, I don't think Cassius Howell is going to leave this first round. And I think this is where he will get drafted to.
All right, so that wraps it up. That's our first round mock draft. It's analyzing the draft at the moment on PFF. Ignore their advertisements here. But here is the full draft board here. We're going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. So that's going to be our full entire first round mock draft. Harry, anybody that you thought fell really far or was drafted way higher than they should have been?
What shocked me was it happened early. I just don't. I would be shocked if the Giants went with Carnell Tate with just those names after him. Just some of those guys after him. Because, dude, I mean, maybe I'm just heated for the Browns. Maybe I just wanted Carnell Tate for Shador. But that's been the chalk pick. And I feel like that would be definitely very shocking if the Giants did that, which would be awesome to see. But I definitely see the vision why. Neighbors need somebody. He got hurt pretty bad. So
again, another guy we always talk about, Caleb Downs. We really don't know where Caleb Downs is going to go at this point because talent-wise, he should be going in the top 5. But with that injury, he could fall as far as 10. We could even see him fall to the back half of the teens. We won't know how serious that injury is until we see it on draft day. Another guy who I think might have fell a little bit, C.J. Allen. Second best linebacker, and it's not like he's second best by a far margin. Sonny Styles is just that good as a linebacker. C.J. Allen is still a first-round caliber linebacker. So I think I could see him going as high as pick 13 to the Rams there. So a couple guys that fell, a couple guys that were a bit higher. But if you guys did enjoy today's mock draft, this will be a weekly thing every Monday. So go ahead and leave a like on the video. Comment down below. Subscribe. We're trying to hit 100 subscribers here. So hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next Monday.